All right, we are back again this week. We're ready to love. Is this season 5 or season 6?
This is season 5. They keep
Season
saying
5.
5. We
I
thought
gotta,
last
I
time
gotta
it
get
said
yeah,
5. But
yeah. Yeah. I see that on own. It kind of makes it up. So it's season 5, episode 2. Here
episode
again.
episode 3. I think we're episode 3
Episode
now.
episode 3. Oh
Yeah.
man, you see, I gotta catch up.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
episode 3 this time.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
believe,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we episode 3. We already got 2
Episode
in.
3. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You're right. Okay, it's moving fast.
It
I can't
is.
believe I can't believe they already finished with four, and now we're on 5, and then we're on episode 3.
Yeah.
That's like, oh,
They're
all
moving
right. So
moving on.
yeah, we're moving on. Things
Yeah.
things are moving fast. Yep. All right. So with my girl from North Carolina, the beautiful Chelsea. I'm your
Yes.
boy Hot Rod, and so we here to break it down on Chop It Up TV. Let's take it.
All right. So, as we said, this is of course season 5, episode 3, and I'm liking how they're Tommy and them. They did it this time, feeding in the new people. So this week we got another set of new add-ons, and so they didn't waste any time. They jumped right in, and the first date was Dakia and a new guy named Eric, and I actually liked their exchange. I thought their exchange was quite refreshing. They seem to have a whole lot in common from their
True.
backgrounds, so they just kind of seemed like they were kind of in tune with each other. So I mean, I know it was his first initial person, so they both need to continue to explore. But I thought that their Dakia and Eric having their first date, both being engineers, both being cancer survivors, I mean, both in the military, they both just had so many things that was kind of like, okay, nice exchange. So I'm interested to see. You can tell the kid was really feeling him too. So, and you haven't really heard her say much about someone specifically. So I thought that was cool.
Well, yeah, I guess she was waiting for her knight on shining armor. I guess that's him. You
Yeah.
know, yeah. But I mean, it's funny. Like, yeah, you're right. She didn't say much about the other guys. Maybe she was just not feeling the crew that was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the connection between the two of them. There was instant. They tend to be engaged in the conversation between the
Hmm.
two of them, and it was really good.
Yeah.
She was going a little hard for my boy. I kind of noticed that, but it's all good. I
She was.
noticed that she was going a little hard. That it's all good. You
You
didn't
mean
notice
like
that?
when they went on the next date? You mean?
Yeah,
I thought. Yeah, I think that's. I like that. She was showing interest. Of course, she was, but she was being smart. She was still keeping her options open, but she had her eye on what she wanted. So, yeah, I get it. She
they
clearly
look good.
saw what she liked, and
Yeah,
she
they
went
look
there.
good together. They look good together, though. I
They do.
can't. I can't. Yeah, they do look good together.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I would like that. So we'll see how that plays out. So the second person to come this week was AP. And I think she said she's like a wellness coach. So this was her first week, and her blind date was with Clifton. And I think that they kind of have like they said, more of a friendly vibe. If I
Yeah,
tell someone that they remind me of my brother, if I had a brother, I think it would kind of be a mood kill as well. So she was, to me, without saying I'm putting you in the friend zone, she went ahead and put him in there, like hands down. Like, yeah. So, cool to hang out with, but this, you could tell very quickly this wasn't going anywhere.
I kind of respect her though. I like her vibe because she
Hmm.
seems like someone who knows what she wants and is not bullshitting around. You can see she did the same with Wiley too.
Yeah, she
I
did.
know we'll touch on that later, but yeah, she just
She
said,
did.
I kind of like that. She knows what she wants and
Yeah.
like who she is attracted to, and she's not wasting time.
At
Time
all.
management,
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's very forward with about how she feels. So I agree. She pretty much knows, what she wants. So I got to give it to her.
right.
Um,
My boy Clifton probably was thinking she was gonna be one of those ladies on the show who was gonna be going crazy for him, and it was like a shocker. He was like, "Oh, okay." So, she was like,
yeah,
"Right."
she brought him down a peg, I guess, if you will.
Exactly.
I
He
have a
was
friend
like,
who says that, knock him down a
"Okay."
peg or two. So yeah,
Right. Yeah.
she definitely did that with the friends, with the brother thing. She pretty much let him know, even when he was like, I guess he's handsome, she was like, he's okay. Again, she had to humble him a little bit, just a little bit.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. That was interesting.
So yeah. So then after that, they had group dates. And so with the first one, you had Ace, Eric, Cornelius, Joy, and Dakia. So they was packed. they was packed in that date. And they went from like some little painting. And so everybody kind of got a chance to kind of, to mingle and talk a little bit. So there was a part in there though where Cornelius mentioned his cat. And I had mixed feelings about, when they were talking about it. To me, I know that it didn't come off most sexy to talk about your cat, but I thought he was just opening up about he even had photos with this cat. This cat really was something to him. And I don't think he thought it was playful. I think he was opening up. I get why somebody might be like, that's kind of weird, but, he clearly digs cats. And his cat was named Pimp. And he was comfortable sharing. I didn't see anything wrong with it. It is not normal. I get that, but he was just honestly opening up and he wasn't faking it because he had pictures with the cat. Whatever.
But wait a minute. What's so strange? I want to know what's so strange about that. Brandy is saying so strange. What's so strange about that though? I'm curious. What's so strange? Like, what's so strange? He's attached to his cat.
He's attached to his cat. I ain't wrong with it. I thought he was sharing. And I say, most men don't open up. Here the brother was opened up by his dead cat. They called him strange. It's okay. Fine. Can't win. So I was, even though Cornelius was not my favorite, I had to come to his defense on that cat look comment. That's just me. Now,
Joy was saying it was weird. That says a lot about.
Seriously, yeah, she said she couldn't. Right, she couldn't
take it, and I take offense to that in a way. On the one hand. Yeah, a little bit. On the one hand, I kind of get where she's coming from. It's almost like you probably take your cat too seriously that you don't have time to date women. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's where she probably was coming from. If that's where she's coming from, she has a little bit of point. But at the same time, come on, people really take their pet seriously. So
they are. They're very serious about his pet.
People take their pet seriously, Joy. Give the guy a break.
Right, just give him a break. So he did have another conversation with Dakia, which kind of was a red flag to me when she was talking about, wanting to be married. And you're laughing at Brandy's comment?
Brandy, yeah. So a grown man painting his dead cat. Pimp is all.
It was an odd moment, but he was honestly opening up. And isn't that what we want men to do? Open up and be vulnerable. Yeah. That's what he was doing. Even if I didn't care about the cat, whatever.
But you see what I was telling you. This is what I was telling you about Joy last week. Now you see my point now. How she's kind of writing guys off real fast because she's banking on the fact that she has a strong chemistry with Clifton. That's my point. Now you're getting my point now.
I see your point there, but I think I think Eric might have a window. I think. We'll see. All right.
Yeah, the new guy, right? The new guy.
I think the new guy might. I mean, it depends on people. If he say he got to, he got to play his cards right, but he might have a chance. We'll see. So Cornelius had a conversation with Dakia at the event as well to say the painting thing, and he made a comment where basically Dakia was basically saying, "I want to be married, and before I have if I have a child, I would like to be married." And I noticed that he said basically. He does want children, but he doesn't. I think he really basically should just come out and say, "I don't want to get married." Like, just say it. Like,
are you talking about Cornelius?
Yep. He should just come out. Yeah. I mean, that to me would have been better off saying, "Hey, I'm on the show. I feel like I'm ready to love, but I'm not gonna marry you." And I feel like to me that should be his point because he's continued to say he's outright said it this time. I don't respect the institution of marriage. Okay, boom. So every woman should know. Don't skate around it. Go ahead and say it so she knows. Okay, there's no point in me talking to him about this because he doesn't want it. So
yeah, but that's the second time he's saying stuff. He's saying he did the same thing with Tiffany. Yeah, and that's what got her off the show. And now he's taking offense to someone saying they want to settle down. Yeah. It's weird, dude. It's just weird. I think he has no sense. He has no sense of sense of direction or sense of what he wants in a relationship. He has no clue what he's looking for in a relationship.
I agree.
That it's just good that he's off the show, Yeah. He comes across as someone's uncle at the back.
I think he's just basically playing, honestly. I think he's just literally just playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They call me Cat Daddy. I'm trying to mimic his voice, but I can't.
He said
his voice is weird as fuck.
Like yeah, go home, Cornelius. Just go your leg. All right. So then Sabrina and Paul had a date, and so Paul had said in previous shows he was interested in Sabrina. Like he had his eye on her. So he was excited about his date. He was hoping he was putting on, letting her in, and she womp womp womp. She shut him down. He basically failed, and it sounded kind of, I felt so Cornelius and Paul were my two bottom people. But I felt for both of them this episode because with this situation, Paul, he really thought he was putting his best foot forward in his date with Sabrina. He was telling about his childhood, how about his ambition, writing his name down on 100 pieces of paper. And it ended up saying, "You're too ambitious for me. I need you." And I'm like, huh, what? So I'm like, oh man. And he took it like a G. He did. He said, he wasn't a poor sport about it. But I don't know. I kind of felt bad for Paul because I feel like Paul is being himself. Like, that's who he is. He's very ambitious, and I don't think he can break away. Now, I understood. I think Sabrina, she made a comment. She was like, she doesn't want her life to be about tomorrow and not enjoying the day. I understand that completely. But I think you kind of knocking Paul for being the extremely ambitious man he is. And I feel like he was kind of be vulnerable with her again, talking about his childhood, letting her in on like how he grew up and how basically why he's, I guess, who he is. And to me, she shot him down because of it. I really wasn't feeling that, just to be honest.
I don't know if she shot him down because of his childhood, though. No,
not his childhood. No. Not his childhood. More so about him being too ambitious. Like she was basically saying no. But let's flip it forward though, because this man he outright asked her. He said, "Hey, do you think I'm somebody who you think you could possibly see?" And she was like, "No, I see it more of a business. I don't see you being that person." But she has her eye on Demetrius, who, let's talk about him, who I'm like, sir, are you even gonna show up? What are you here for?
No, we can't. Yeah, I gotta talk about my boy Paul. We can't just jump. Like,
okay, fine. Let's go.
Yeah, I think she was straightforward. What's her name? The little girl.
Sabrina. She was straightforward. She cut him off. She sure did with no problem.
No, I wouldn't say cut him off. You taking it in a negative way. No, I wouldn't say she cut him off. She told him her piece. That's called being a grown woman. She was a grown woman. She let him know, just based on. I'm gonna let you come back on.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
All right, I'm back.
I wouldn't say she caught him or she shut him down or cut him off. That was not her intention. Her intention is, let me go out on a date with an open mind with this guy and see what he's about. And that's what it was. So no, she did not cut him off. No, she did not. I don't think she did. She was being honest.
She was being honest, but I think it was in a narrow. I think it was based on. I felt what Precious was saying was, I actually like the way that Paul basically pushes himself, has the ambition, and it will be a good balance. That's fine.
But if you listen again, on the flip side, she said, "I don't want to be with someone who is very similar to who I am. I don't want another. I don't want another version of me."
She did.
So basically, they are both ambitious. They are both entrepreneurial, from what I get from that message. Mm-hmm. So she needs someone to be able to pull her back and say, "Listen, take a breather." That's what she needs. She doesn't want someone who's always on the go. If she is with someone who's always on the go, who's going to be the one to say, "Let's chill, let's take a vacation, let's do this, let's do that"? You know what I'm saying? That's what she was getting at. So I can respect that. And P.O. took it like a G, even though that's not what he wanted to hear, but he took it as a G. So I don't think she shut him down. That was not her intention.
We'll agree to disagree. Because I feel like, yeah, okay. the reason why I'm saying I like how Paul pretty much kind of went after Sabrina. He's not one of my favorite people on the show, but I did like how his intent was after her, and I feel like all she kind of focused on was his ambition and this, instead of just saying, and I just don't think she liked him. That's what I think. And that's what she floated with. And to me, I know you said don't go past Paul, but let's fast forward, because I feel like more of Sabrina is what I'm showing in the next segment with the group date. She goes out with the 3 men who she finds attractive. So
listen, it's quite possible she's not really feeling him, but at the same time, like I said, based on the conversation that she had with him, I don't think it was meant to shut him down. That was not the intention, to shut him down. It was to communicate what she feels about what she just got from him. That's what it was. It's not like she knew about this information prior to the date. No, it was a new information she got by asking him. And she just like, you know what? I'm just gonna nip it in the butt, because this is not what I want to be at. You got to understand, most of these women are like in the late 30s and early 40s. They are not kids, So like when Cornelius is sitting over there, it's like really surprised that women are talking about marriage. It's just ridiculous. It baffles me. Like, really, dude? You are in your late 30s, 40s as well. What do you think women want at this stage? To play around? Like, I don't get it. Like, that's what it is, dude. So I think it's time management for most of these people.
Okay. I see your point. I don't always, I don't fully agree, but I'll see your point.
You'll be all right. Drink some.
I know. Okay. So let's move on then.
All right.
So on the last group date, they're going around DC to see the monument. And it's Sabrina, AP, Wiley, Tori, and Demetrius. So let's start with AP. AP basically told Wiley, "You're a preschooler. I'm just sorry. She's not interested. She basically said, you still got breast milk on the breath. I'm good. Go ahead on." So he's really trying to have a conversation. She's just not interested at all. But she does entertain him. She's not rude, but you can see, sir, this is going nowhere. Pretty much. But again, she's another one. Wanted Demetrius's, she wanted his attention as well. So then Sabrina's back to talking to Tori, and Tori's talking to her, but she wants Demetrius' attention as well. And Demetrius is in the back looking out the window. Okay, so I'm not sure what's going on here, but here you have men who are paying you some attention, who are focusing on you. And here you're focusing on a man who's, Demetrius seems so unbothered. And he continued, actually, this was not the last group date, there was another one. He continues to do that. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but the ladies notice him, even if he's not noticing. Maybe he's just really, really, really laid back, and he doesn't need to.
That's not gonna cut it. Being laid back is not gonna take him to the promised land. Listen, I think, she was not feeling Wiley at all. She's like, listen, I'm a professor. You reminds me of my student. Okay, like,
I can't say, but it does appear like she didn't even give him a chance, though. That's how it came off. But whatever. I mean, because you know what you like. So
she was being very selective in her listening. She was not really listening to him.
Yeah.
She was not really. She's like, I'm here, but I'm not here. I want to talk to that dude in the back, Demetrius, whatever his name was. But he was like,
Demetrius' attention, and Demetrius he was in the back. He just didn't seem to be. Didn't seem like he was present. He was in the back looking out the window. And
he seemed very oblivious to what was going on.
So I don't know. So yeah, both ladies really wanted his attention, and I guess we'll see how he continues to plan out, because to me, I was just kind of like, okay, well, Demetrius doesn't really seem like he's really put no effort in. That's how it came off to me.
Well, yeah, but that's true. The previous episode, he didn't really go on any date.
Yeah.
This episode, he went on a date, but he was talking to himself pretty much. Yeah. But I kind of like the straightforwardness of the girl that was talking to Wiley.
Yeah.
You
She
know,
don't sugarcoat. Like, she say how she feels, and she's like, this isn't a good fit or that. Like, she doesn't. Yeah, you're right. She doesn't.
I appreciate that. And the thing about Wiley though, I don't really care about age, because I've dated women, older than me for the most part, so I don't really care about age. The thing about Wiley is he's 32, right?
Yeah.
The problem with Wiley is it's not so much about him being 32, it's him being 32 and him looking like 32, and he is not acting in the way that you can look at him and be like, oh, I wonder how old this guy is. You can't really tell. You know what I'm saying? Look at the guy in the previous season, Frank. Frank was a younger guy.
And I didn't know Frank was younger till you said it.
Exactly. He was 33, but you can't really tell he's 33. So I think that's what it is. I think definitely why I co-sign that Wiley has to go. He seems.
I don't necessarily think Wiley has to go. I feel like Wiley, because my thing is, why is no one really going after Precious? Now, Precious is closer to his age. Like, if you notice, like no one's really giving her anything to me, in my opinion. But
Wiley is he's not fully mature for those women. That's just the reality. Simple as that. I don't think it's about age. It's just the maturity. That's what it is. Because you can be 32 and be very mature.
I agree.
It's just the level of maturity. I don't think he's fully equipped to handle those women over there. He seems very.
I would say he's probably a little bit out of his league here.
He's definitely out of his league. So yeah.
I would agree. Well, then there was one more group date. I was wrong. There was a group date where they went bowling, and that was with AP, Joy, again, Demetrius, Laverne, and one more person I believe was there. Hold on, I got it. I can't remember. There was one more person. Whoever it was must didn't stand out to me. So they went out, and Laverne is he's very flirty. And Joy said that Joy, he and Joy, they flirt quite a bit. And Laverne is slowly going down on the list for me. I'm not feeling him. I think to me, I feel immature. He comes off kind of immature to me. And I'm not really feeling like how he engages with the women a little bit. Like, to me, it's a little too forward. But he does it like he said it himself. He was like, I'm pushing it. It seems a little slick around the edges, and I don't like it. Just be upfront, be who you are. So
you said he's a little too forward. What do you mean?
So I think he's more like, I remember when he went on a date with Carmen, was Carmen? Yeah, last week, and he was like, if I'm doing too much, do you know how to pull me back in? And I think that's him. I think his demeanor, I think he does too much. I don't think he knows. I think it's about he doesn't really know boundaries that well, or he doesn't respect them as well. And Joy said to herself this week that maybe, it doesn't bother her as much, but I can see he could eventually get on somebody's nerves very easily. Yeah, I'm not really feeling Laverne at all. Demetrius was on that date too. Again, said they didn't put anything on him to see that he said anything, so I don't know if he engaged with anybody, but I know he was in the building on that particular date, and AP was there as well.
Was he on a date?
It was a group date. It was a group date. Demetrius was there.
Are you sure?
At the bowling alley, yeah.
I remember seeing him on any other date other than the were they on the bus or train, whatever the hell it was?
He was on the bus. So yeah, he was on the bus, but yeah, it was really like that was more so the engagement was basically in Paul. Paul was there. That was the other person. He was there. So you saw Paul, you saw Joy, you saw AP, but yeah, and Demetrius was there. He was just in the building, like he was on the bus.
Yeah, so, he's not making. He's definitely not making any effort. From what I'm seeing, he's not making moves. I guess I don't. I guess maybe he hasn't seen anything interesting. Maybe.
Yeah, it could be possible that maybe none of the ladies are piquing his interest, and he's not really pressed. So
he's probably waiting for the. He's probably waiting for the last edition. They're going to be adding.
There is another one. Yeah, there's another one.
Two more, a male and a female next episode.
Yeah.
You know,
so
who knows?
We'll see. Maybe that'll be the one that does it for him, and we'll see him. See if he has a pulse. So hopefully.
So far we have Clifton and Joy on the top of the food chain.
Absolutely. Right? They had a date this week. I like them again. They just continue to connect even further. So I'm liking them. I think that I don't know. I think they might try to push it to the end. We'll see. But so far I would say Clifton and Joy are the strongest so far.
Yeah, Joy's telling him, I'm expecting more than just seeing your face. I want to do more with you.
Pretty much, yeah.
She has bad intentions.
I think they're wanting to see more of each other. So yeah, these two are really they're in sync for sure. So yeah, I would say the Joy and Clifton, and I would even say let's see how Dakia and Eric pan out. These other ones, Precious, she went hard for Paul. I like it when you go.
We can't glance over that. We got to touch on that.
Yeah, Precious, she spoke up for Paul. Even like I said, he's not one of my top people, but I like it when a person speaks up for their person, and she did. She went to bat for him, even though. Again,
so what did you learn from that though? What did you learn from that exchange?
Between her, to the ladies when she stood up for him.
Yeah.
Well, I would say what I learned. I think it's important for you to speak up and be willing to say, speak out. So everybody else had kind of the same, ideas about him, and she was like, "No, I actually appreciate that about it." So I like the fact that she was willing to speak up and say, "No, I'm gonna put it out there that this is the person that I want to stay, and I have even if nobody else was really rocking with him, she didn't mind standing on her own and being the only person that said, no, I'm gonna go to bat for Paul. I think he should stay and see that side of him." So I liked it. Even if
the moral of the story is there is always that one person for someone.
Yeah.
Always. Everyone is not for everyone. All the ladies on the show were shitting on him. But there we go. One lady's like, well, I see Diamond. You guys are seeing a piece of shit. I'm seeing Diamond. You know what I'm saying? So everyone is not for everyone. There's always someone out there for you. That's the moral of the story right there. And that's very powerful. They connected, they understand each other, they understand each other's love language, they understand the communication style. She's more direct, he's more raw. So it kind of works for them.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like her being able to stand up, because exactly the things that they were complaining about were the things she said she actually liked. And so, like I said, he don't do it for me. But I thought it was cool for her to be like, no, I want him to stay. And so let's just hope that he reciprocates that type of attention towards her, because she did,
Oh, he's going to give her the attention. Oh, all right, because she likes it rough, just like he always talks. She understands his love language. I'm telling you, you got to pay attention. Okay, it's not just selfish stuff. He talks about when I get home, what my dinner is. I put you on the dinner table and just eat you right there. That kind of stuff. That's what she likes.
That's what she likes. She said, well, yeah, she was really going hard for him. So she was like, Paul, and she didn't name anybody else as her connection. She was like, Paul. So I'm like, okay, so she's going there for Paul. So, and of course, he got to stay. Cornelius, as we know.
Listen, you guys can say what you want about P.O. I'm getting some tips from him. I got to tell you that. I love the tips I'm getting.
What tips? What tips are you getting?
Like like spicing things up. We come home and just eat your dinner uncooked, like that.
Don't you listen to P.O. No, nothing wrong with variety. I mean, I get that. So, maybe her and Paul will make it. We did see that Cornelius did not. Which, that wasn't hard to figure out. He really had a hard time connecting with the lady. They all pretty much friend zoned him. And to me, I would say for the most part, he wasn't ready anyway. Like, he really didn't want to be married. He wasn't really putting a lot of effort in. And yeah, like, it just wasn't a really good connection. So, he tried it. He missed. And it's okay.
So who do you think is going home next week, the female?
I'm looking at, I would say possibly Carmen or Precious. It depends. That's what I was saying. If the men are connecting with Carmen next week, maybe. And if Precious, if Paul can save Precious, because I find it interesting that Precious has not gone on any dates. So that's not like a good sign. And then, like I said, I'm looking at either Carmen, because I think the men are, but we haven't seen as much exchange. I think Laverne might be able to help her out, but if not, I think it'll be her or Precious. We'll see.
Yeah, I can see. So with the guys, I can see probably Wiley going home next, or Laverne maybe.
Yeah.
You know, because
I would say Wiley for sure. Wiley's out of there, I think.
Yeah,
Wiley. He's gonna need somebody to save him, and again, no one's really giving him anything, and he's just kind of coasting by. So yeah, guy-wise, I would put Wiley at the top list, because for some reason, Paul made it through. I think he'll keep pushing kind of.
All right. So overall, I think it's almost like they were listening to us last week. Now,
I think so. They
kind of toned it down with the sexual innuendos and shit. You know, so now it's like
less of that. Yeah, it was less of that.
Yeah. This episode was way better than the last episode. So yeah.
What I would say about this week I liked most, it wasn't a real juicy episode, but to me it showed more of why I like the show. To me, they show you like the in and outs of dating, and how, basically I think people really do like the representative over the real person. That's just my opinion. And I think this week's show, it showed that. Give me the representative.
Why do you like the show?
I think the show, it mirrors a lot of the things that you deal with in dating. Like a lot of shows just give you fluff, but no, they talk about a lot of things that we actually truly deal with. And I would just say, like, I think sometimes people be fronting. Like this week, I thought it was a good idea. I mean, I thought it was interesting how they showed you that I think people really do like being finessed in the beginning. If you're just being your raw, honest self, you get sent home. That technically can happen in real dating life. I'm just being honest, and I think this. How
about the multiple dating situation that's going on?
I like that too. I think it lets you see how you can kind of. You mean as far as like groups?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely actually like that. It gives you an opportunity to see how you feel about it if you're able to handle it personally. So I actually didn't mind it. I thought it was cool to see them, especially when it was like more women to men or more men to women. I don't see anything wrong with that either. It's kind of it keeps you on your toes, honestly. I didn't see anything wrong with it. So.
Got it. All right. Yeah, let's just go over some of the comments real quick. Okay. So someone says he's a pimp. I mean, that's Cornelius. The cat. That was the cat.
Yeah. Pat.
Yeah.
He got sent home for being honest about his cat.
Oh, okay. So Brandy is saying that's strange.
Marina thinks Carmen's going home next. I would have to agree. I would agree. Creole Beauty says Paul isn't her cup of tea, and I agree. He is not mine either.
Damn, you guys gotta get off my boy a little bit, okay?
Not mine either. Precious saved him though. She saved him.
I'm beginning to like my boy, okay?
You like to listen to these old men to tell you the wrong stuff.
How old is Pio?
Huh?
How old is he?
Who? Pio? 48, yeah. I think, like 48.
48?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks old though. Yeah.
He's 48. So that would be the second older dude that you be listening to. They be giving you the wrong advice that you're listening to.
Wisdom.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to next week. Next week looks like they're bringing some new people in. Like I said, I like the fact that they're feeding in the new singles. I like it. I like that. It's a different twist, and it adds a little something to it. So, yeah.
Yeah, he switches things up every season. He does that. Oh, damn, he's 48. Okay, damn.
48.
Maybe that's why the women are not feeling him. They're like, damn it, 48. You don't have a lot left in the tank, bro.
And to me, he's 48, and he acts older than that. So yeah.
You want him to act younger than he is?
No, I just feel like sometimes he gives me old man vibes. You know,
but he's an old man.
He just gives me old man vibes. Like I would have given him in his 50s, to be honest with you. No disrespect, but I would have given him his 50s.
Got it.
So yeah. I think the season is going well so far. Again, I think the best connection is Clifton and Joy. I see them going to the end unless they do some type of twist on it. I think I see them, Exactly. Creole Beauty said definitely gives old man vibes. Thank you. Sis see it too. Yeah. So yeah.
At least he got someone that loves him. So
Precious. Yeah, she's hanging on by a thread. She's hanging on by a thread. Hopefully he'll, she is. Who else is feeling Precious on the show?
Well, she hasn't really gone out like that yet.
Exactly. So she's hanging on by a thread. We need for him to reciprocate it.
No, she's not. She's not going hanging on by no thread.
What date did you see her on this week or last week? She was on there last week. I said it back. She did show up.
She was in a group date.
She was on a date, and she was in his face asking for a date. Yeah, he was on a date with Sabrina. Case closed. She's hanging on by a thread. I need for him to show the same love. Stop being a hater. Okay? I just need him to show up for Precious the way she showed up for him. That's all.
I think he's gonna come through.
I hope
he'll come through. That's my boy. He will come through, and he will come through and give me more tips next week. So I'm waiting for that.
I'm gonna leave that alone. Let you have it. Marina said he just wants sugar daddy. She just wants a sugar daddy. Oh, that's a good point. He could be a sugar daddy. You never know. Good point, Marina. Good point. You never know.
So someone is asking, is Carmen the lady with the contact?
Yes, that is her. That is Carmen. She had contacts in. Yeah.
The Barbie doll.
Yeah, they were kind of blue. Clifton said it reminded him of Jesus. Yeah.
Baby Jesus.
So we'll see if Carmen makes it. Maybe the men will really be interested in her next week, and she'll be able to, be okay. But right now, it's kind of up in the air.
All right. So that's it for this week, guys. We appreciate everyone joining in. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Yeah. Any last word for our peeps?
It's just let's see, Carmen going home just for random. Thank you. I didn't want to say anything about the contacts. I didn't like the contacts either, but to each his own. But I wasn't feeling the contacts either. It was sis. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Creole Beauty be doing. So yeah. But yeah, this week was really good. I'm looking forward to next episode too. To see these next set of singles that are coming in. So yeah. Tune in.
Yeah, I think they should give more time to dating than the so-called man cave and women cave shit that they do. They should give more time to the dating. I feel like everything is just squeezed in.
Yeah, I would say because this week they got a lot of dates in an hour. Like it was a lot of dates, like in that short amount of time. So yeah, you got a point there. I agree.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. So this was good.
Thank you for joining us, everyone.
All right. See you next week. Don't forget to like.
Right. Good night.
And get off my boy, Paul. Okay.
Please.